In this video of SVN series, we are going to learn what version control system is and what are the different version control systems available in the market. After that, we'll be discussing about the SVN, which is one of the popular version control systems available in the market. So let's start the video. Before we deep dive into SVN, first let's discuss what version control system is and why do we need it. So version control system or VCS is a software tool that manages and tracks changes made to a file over a time. It allows multiple developers to collaborate on a project. Also, as version control system records the history of the changes, it is easier for the developer to revert to the previous state if required. Now, as we know that VCS is used for tracking the changes, now let's discuss why do we need version control system. So consider there is one project in which 5 developers are working and every developer is working on different modules. And all the 5 developers may or may not be located at the same location. So now the question arises, how will you be able to integrate the code of all 5 developers at one common place? And the second question arises, how can you track that the changes are happening to the source code? And that's why to overcome from these two issues, version control system came into existence. So with the tracking mechanism of version control system, we can easily find out who, when, why, and what modified in the source code. Also, all the developers' code can be integrated at one common location. Now let's discuss the different version control systems available in the market these days. There are plenty of version control systems available like GitHub, Bitbucket, GitLab, Winstop, and SVN. Now we are clear with the VCS and its needs. Let's talk about SVN. SVN stands for Subversion. It is an open source software which is used for integrating and tracking the changes made to a file or a source code. SVN follows centralized architecture, which means at the central location SVN server will be installed and developers with the help of SVN client will be connecting to SVN server for taking changes, pushing code, etc. So as you can see in the diagram, in centralized architecture, there are two main components. One is SVN server and another is SVN client. So SVN server will be installed at the central location by the administrator of the company. Administrator will create the developer's account to provide access permission, of course with the consent of project manager. Also, administrator creates repositories for projects in SVN server. And the next component is SVN client. In order to connect or access the SVN server, we need to have the SVN server's URL, which is the responsibility of the administrator to provide the same. SVN client software is used to communicate with the SVN server. That's all for now. Thanks for watching the video.